What's up, Togethxr fam? Welcome to a very special episode of the Offside Special. I'm your host, as you know, Madison Hammond, and I'm really lucky to be with Michelle Alozie and Sarah Gorden. And we're just gonna kick it back today, have some conversations, get ready for the NWSL Championship, and mostly look back at the 2023 NWSL season. This past weekend, we had the second round of playoffs, the semifinal matchups, with Gotham playing Portland and the OL Reign taking on the San Diego Wave. As we know, Gotham and the Reign are advancing to the finals, but I think we should take a second and kind of recap how the games went, some of our takeaways, players to watch, and what we're looking forward to for the final.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's a really good matchup for the finals, especially I think since it's Meg Rapinoe's last season and it's also Alozie Krieger's last season. It's like kind of match made in heaven that they're in the finals together. But the games were kind of like a little slow for me. I thought that there would be a little bit more action packed into it, but I mean, they did what they had to do. Veronica's goal, really, you know, was it a shot? Was it a cross? Who really knows?
She owned that it was a cross.
She did.
So
Okay. So.
At least we don't have to pretend that it was a shot.
Right.
But love V, but that was definitely a cross.
So a little bit unfortunate for San Diego that's kind of how the game ended up going. But I mean, it just shows the tenacity that they really had at the end of the day, and that's all that it takes when you're looking to move on to the next round.
Yeah, I mean, I think the playoffs are anybody's game at that point, and we were talking about it before, but I feel like the Reign really put on a full performance.
Megan Rapinoe picks the pocket of Sarah Gorden. Progressive, aggressive first touches toward goal. Angel City can't get quite enough pressure on the ball.
And I think that team especially has been waiting to put on a full performance. And they came out, they had pedal to the metal, Pino played a great game, and having Rose Lavelle back into the starting lineup really helped them, you know, generate more offense, get a lot of shots off. I feel like San Diego the whole game was kind of just on their back foot. So again, to give up a goal on a Schross is unfortunate, but at the same time, I think that the Reign definitely dominated that game.
Yeah.
But looking at the other game, Gotham and Portland, Sarah, what were your thoughts, takeaways?
I thought it was a chippy game. It was aggressive. I mean, it was like a true playoff game. You know, you could tell both teams really wanted to win. But I kind of feel like Gotham, I mean, obviously they won and they're advancing, but they also just had the better overall performance.
Stengel with a strike! And Katie Stengel has broken the deadlock in extra time for Gotham!
I felt like defensively, as a team, they were solid. Every time Sophia Smith got the ball, there were 4 defenders around her. Like, they were not going to let her get a shot. How many shots did she have? Like 2 shots the whole game?
I think in the second half, the commentators said she had like 1 shot, and they were like, that was probably her best look all night.
Yeah.
And I think also, you know, Katie Stengel started this NWSL season at Liverpool, comes to Gotham on loan, is now on Gotham, and scores the game winner. I mean, she's a fellow Deke, so go Dekes, but also I just thought that moment was really cool for her to, you know, kind of take the moment, and it was such a chippy game. Every time I looked up at the screen, it was like bodies on the floor. And so definitely not the prettiest soccer game I've ever watched, but at the same time, I think the script is scripting, as I'm saying, that it's Alozie Krieger versus Megan Rapinoe in the final, and I think that there's going to be a lot of interesting players and moments to watch.
I feel like the other thing about the Reign is they know how to close out a game. They have so many veterans.
So many veterans.
It's like, I mean, we played them last week, and we were losing 1-0, and we could not get anything started, and I think it was the same thing for San Diego. They just know how to play defensively and close out the game, and I mean, we'll see where that takes them next weekend.
Yeah, I feel like the Reign struggled defensively all year in terms of having a great game defensively and then maybe going one game with, you know, a couple slip-ups and things like that. And so to kind of see them really lock it down defensively, I mean, you said it, as when we played them, it was like we were playing against essentially 2 blocks of 4. So it's really tough to break down. They have really good players, and they definitely take their chances. They know how to put a game away. They know how to put a game on their back. And so that will be interesting to see against Gotham, who were in last place last year, finished the game in dead last.
Story almost.
In a year, are in the championship, and I think that at this point, it's anybody's game. The playoffs, it's just who's better on the day. So I'm looking forward to that. I mean, are there any other players that you think people should look out for or watch in this final
I mean,
game?
I think Gotham's just done a really good job at bringing new players in. So obviously Katie Stengel has been enormous. She used to be at Houston before She went to Liverpool. So seeing her come back has been amazing. But also Esther Gonzalez has been a really big factor for them and being their number 9.
Maitani Lopez.
Lopez is really good,
Like you said, Soph would get the ball and it was just like swarm immediately. I think her distribution out the back is really
good,
really solid as well. And so I think the two of them will be able to give Haidema or Balser, whoever's up in that 9 position, a really tough game.
Definitely.
I think for the Reign, it's just, they're so consistent, you know what you're gonna get, but at the same time, they just get the job done. So, you know, you have Sofia Huerta out wide and she'll be putting crosses in, you know it's gonna be coming, but at the same time, it's how are you gonna defend Haidema, Balser, whoever's up there, Pino, obviously whipping in crosses. So I think that it's, both of these teams like to play in the wide areas as well with Midge Purce, Lynn Williams against Phoebe McClernon, Sofia Huerta. So it's just going to be very interesting 1v1 matchups, I feel like, everywhere on the field.
Everywhere, yeah.
Catch Megan Rapinoe's Last Supper on Togethxr.com or right here on Togethxr's YouTube channel. Now, let's get back to the show.
I think it's really fun to get to know not only players in this league, but just players in general, just about who they are off the pitch. And Michelle's going to kick us off with some Q&A, and we're going to try and guess some things about Michelle.
Okay. I feel like for Sarah, I feel like you're a little fashionista. I want to know your favorite pregame outfit.
Oh.
What's it? Wait.
I thought we were supposed to guess things about you.
Yeah, what the? We're guessing things about you.
Oh my gosh. Wait.
I want to know about you.
We'll guess your favorite pregame outfit.
Okay. Let's.
Oh, I feel like I have a good one for
Yeah.
this.
Okay. Period. You're a fashionista.
Okay, wait. Do you want us to construct your pregame fit that we think would be your favorite, or try and like?
Okay. Yeah, because you probably don't even remember what I was wearing this year, even though it was off.
I remember you wore like a cute schoolgirl skirt once.
Oh yeah, that was my last.
Yes, I did like that one. That was with the brown leather jacket, right? Yes, that was a really good one.
What's your favorite?
That was
We already did it.
Perfect. Yep, we're done. Okay, so we already know Michelle. We know what she likes to wear.
You guys know me so well. I mean, I did see you guys after too. That was fun.
yeah.
Right.
That's why you remember it.
I was like,
why do you guys
why do I
remember
feel like I very much remember this
That was
outfit?
my outfit versus LA. Okay. Let's see. What's my like go-to hairstyle for games?
Isn't it?
Like braids, but like what do I do?
You put it in a
She has you have a ponytail.
High or low?
It's mid.
Yeah, it's like
It's
mid-high,
not low.
mid-high.
It's not low like on your neck, but it ain't high.
Oh. Okay.
Or it's like mid. Yeah.
Watching me on. That's
We clocking. We be clocking.
All right, appreciate it. Let's see. What was my cleat combination this year? The colors.
Black and
Black and yellow.
Black and yellow. Black and yellow. Black and
That was
yellow.
last year.
I was so confident. Wait, one of them was definitely black, and the other one was definitely neon yellow.
Yeah.
Was that this year?
You
I
kept.
know.
That was definitely this year. The season ended about 6 minutes
I
ago.
know.
Okay, no, for your guys' game,
Yeah.
Or did you wear purple
I
on the
had
other
gold
one?
and white.
Girl, what game?
What?
LA, I had gold and white. For sure. Like a bronzy one cleat.
I think she's like,
She's lying.
No, I swear. And then I had black and white.
When did you ever have a white cleat?
Always.
Which ones are they? Also,
It was
you
New
wear
Balance.
Mercury. Oh.
This one was New Balance. After the World Cup, it was New Balance. Before it
what?
was
You
Nike.
were wearing New Balance?
Okay, wait. I love how you just slid that in there. Let's talk about the World Cup.
Oh. What do you want to know?
How was the World Cup? Michelle Alozie represents Nigeria, and I just want to know, like, how was that experience? I feel like Nigeria going into the tournament, you know, I definitely was really interested to see how you guys were going to do, and it was so incredible to see what performances you guys were able to put together, but it was also so incredible to see how many people were just like Team Nigeria.
Yeah.
And so I'm just curious to see how was Team Nigeria feeling about all the fans being Team Nigeria.
Yeah, I mean, I think it was fun. Obviously, our fan base grew, I think, after our Australia win, because that was a really big win, especially on their home turf. And I think most people really didn't rate us of going that far, especially in the group that we had. Obviously, it was a really hard group. I think it was the group of death. I would definitely say.
Somebody said a different group was the group of death. I was like, no.
No. Yeah, Canada's an amazing team. We played them
Yes.
twice before. They were really difficult. We already knew that Australia was going to have so much steam ahead because they're at home and, you know, they're trying to have an amazing season. So, and Ireland, I feel like, is also just an underrated
Yes,
team that
for
just
sure.
works so hard. I think I ran the most that game. I was so exhausted. But, I mean, I think the overall experience was just insane. I think it was really hard for me to really like gather my thoughts because it was just like literally a dream come true.
For
like
sure.
it was so surreal, and it felt like just kind of like a part of my life. Like I like closed the chapter. Like I finally made it. Like something I've been watching my whole entire life, and I've like been dreaming about. I finally got to do, and obviously I'm really sad with how it ended. I like missed a really big PK and everything, which sucks. But you know, I'm just like really excited for like the growth of Nigerian soccer, African soccer. That was the most African teams that made it to a knockout round, and you know, I feel like just the future is so bright for us right now.
That's so.
Do you like playing outside back?
Yeah.
I mean,
I feel like everyone has to do their time at outside back. So wherever you got to clock time is wherever you got to clock time.
Are you fast and a forward? You feel great outside back. Yeah.
You're like, oh, are you composed with the ball? Like really out the back? Like, go try outside back.
Go back there. I mean, I think it really is like being a winger. To be fair, it is like you just have to defend, but like once you get the ball and you're like actually attacking, it's so fun because you have so much more real estate. And so I feel like I'm like I can be a little bit more creative, but like it's once I get there, lose the ball or something, go out for a goal.
Just meet you at the goal.
The defending part.
The defending part, that's a problem. But I mean, I love playing there. I'm happy that I kind of have been growing into that role. And obviously, I think we have a really stacked forward line with Nigeria, that just kind of seemed like the area that I can really play at. So I'm loving it so far. Yeah.
So good. Well, I'm Team Nigeria. I definitely root for y'all. It was really cool to see you guys at the World Cup.
Head to Togethxr's YouTube page to watch Ali Krieger and Bella Yusuf in their training session. Now, back to the show.
So now we're gonna do a couples quiz with me and Sarah. And because we're dating. And basically we're gonna ask each other questions and then write them down on the whiteboard. And if we get it right, then we get a point.
What do you get if you win?
Love and affection. I'll start. Why did I choose my jersey number?
Easy. Wow.
I don't know, I wrote a dissertation. Okay, 3, 2, 1. I don't know what you wrote. There was no number 3, there was no number, what is that?
No other numbers.
Oh, no other numbers, fine. Literally, people told me no, so I picked 99 since there were no other numbers.
1 point for
Sarah.
me. Okay, this one, my first question is easy. What's my favorite drink?
Easy. Yes, it's this long. Ready? 3, 2, 1.
Matcha latte, almond milk, maple syrup, period.
Oh, matcha.
Well, we
not
knew what you
match.
meant.
Not match. Okay, I get a point. What is my go-to soccer move?
Well, I can't write this out.
Okay, well, I guess you have to act it out.
Okay, well, I don't know your go-to soccer move, but I'll show everyone how you defend when there's 10 minutes left in the game and you're really tired. This is how she first of all, she has the longest arms ever, and she just defends like this, really low to the ground. I would say this is your go-to move.
You gotta like change direction and like, I don't know, I'm tired. Just like, leave me be. I'm like, I gotta cut the field in half.
It's great, it works every time.
I mean, it works, so. She's not wrong.
Your hands are on the ground, but it works.
I don't really have go-to soccer moves. I just like kind of figure it out as I go. So she's right. She's right. Okay, my next question. How do I usually wear my hair for a game day?
In a ponytail, yay high with an extra rubber band so it doesn't fly in your face.
Yes. And what's our favorite thing to do together before the games with our hair?
Lay our baby hairs?
Yes.
Do we do that together?
Oh, right. We're supposed to write this down.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, so baby's laid rubber band, crucial.
What's my favorite pre-game outfit, or one of my favorites?
Okay, one of your favorites? Okay, okay, I have an answer. I have 2 answers, so I'm gonna write both answers.
Okay, I don't have an answer, sorry.
Oh, okay.
Sparked my memory.
Okay, 3, 2, 1. See?
Oh, yeah. Oh, those are two.
Okay, when you wore the Brazil jersey with the skirt.
Yes.
That was cute.
Loved it.
Good moment. Also what does the shirt actually say? We need
says,
more
"We need
black
more black
people
people
in the stadium.
Yeah.
Yeah.
By Bricks and Wood.
Correct. That was also a good outfit, and I know you really liked that one.
Yes.
Who's my favorite soccer player? Three, two, one. The disrespect.
I'm kidding. I know it's messy.
The disrespect.
I'm still giving myself a point. I knew it. I just.
That was good.
I had to do it.
No, that was good.
What's my favorite grocery store?
Oh my god.
Where do I go every day after practice?
Where do we love going to lunch? Where can I not afford to go to lunch, but I go anyway? 3, 2, 1. We love everyone.
Sponsor us.
Honestly, sponsor me, please. Because I'm addicted, but I can't afford. Well, I guess we just know each other equally well. So here's our prize. Our shared magazine. That's it for this couples quiz. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I feel like going into the game, I'm going for Gotham just because as a team, their style of play has been so solid, and they slot different players into different places. We've talked about big names they have, but I feel like their team style of play is so good.
For sure.
And people like Yasmin Ryan, who's been in different positions all year, it's just their foundation is really good. And so
Agree.
I'm putting my money on them next weekend.
Okay, she's already going with picks. What about you?
I mean, I have to give it to Gotham too. I think that this whole entire year they've just been growing, and each player has been growing into their own roles, and also just as a team environment, I feel that you see their style of play just really change and kind of come into fruition under Juan. And I'm excited to see them play, honestly.
For sure.
I think coming off the bench, it will be really interesting, especially with Esther Gonzalez and Lynn Williams. So I feel like they just have a crazy front line that will be a really dangerous thing for OL to try to handle.
For sure. I am so torn in this pick. I agree. I think Gotham, has really been on a run. I think the playoffs and championship runs like this are all about momentum. And because of that, I think I have to go with the Reign winning. I think that Pino these last 2 games has played some of her best soccer all year and is really just looks like she's not walking away without a championship. I think you look at that team and there's so many veterans and they've, gotten so close so many times, and so I think this might be the year that they get it. So I think I'm gonna go with
Should we put money on it?
No, we should not.
Can't do that.
So that's it for this special episode of the Offside Special. A big thank you to Sarah and Mish. Here at the Offside Special, we just love creating the vibes, but also to talk about all things women's soccer, both on and off the pitch. Thanks for joining.
Thanks for having us.
Of course.